You might be thinking that producing and selling your merch could take a lot of work, right? Actually, it's not. What is up, everybody? It is your boy Roy with 1P, and today we are talking merch. Yup, that's right. So if you own a CrossFit gym, a boutique studio, you're a social media influencer, you may even also own a small business like a physical therapy. We are here to help you, so make sure you guys stay tuned. You guys probably experienced one of the few headaches when it comes to selling merch. 1, you didn't know where to start. 2, you bought too many. And 3, the design. And then obviously number 4, garment. These are just to name a few things brands and businesses kind of go through when they are starting to sell merch. So I'm gonna show you how we've helped businesses like yours streamline their apparel process through the 1P 4 strategy process. So let's get to it. First strategy. Here at 1P, we pair you with your own personal branding rep. Why? Because we care. No. Like, seriously, we do care. Let me go ahead and tell you a quick backstory of my experience 10 years ago when I first started 1P. I want to give you guys the insight of what I went through, and I don't want you guys to go through the same thing. So feel free to go ahead and forward it, but it's going to give you a good insight from the other side, which I know what you guys are going through. So we're gonna flip this around and I'm gonna give you guys my quick backstory. So back in 2010, I wanted to start my own apparel line. I wanted to be the next Nike, Under Armour. What did I do? I went ahead and I called the local screen printer. And I already had my design in mind. I knew I wanted like a little left chest. I wanted a dope design on the side, nice and big, because that's what was in. My experience wasn't the greatest. Why, you may ask? It's because they didn't guide me. They were pretty much order takers. They gave me a thick catalog to kind of pick and choose the different garments. I didn't know any of these brands. So finally, after I decided on a brand, because I thought it felt nice, they asked me how many units I wanted to order. And I got sold. They were just like, well, Roy, if you order 144 units, the price break's gonna be lower. Well, thanks, buddy. Yeah, now I'm out $1,000 just because the screen printer oversold me 144 units. He promised me that I would sell a lot and it's at a cheap price. And when it came to the sizes and the breakdown, I'm like, I didn't know what sizes to pick. So then I was like, 20 of this, 25 of that. I think this is the right one. I went through the whole process, got my sizes, got 144 units, but guess what ended up happening? When I opened up the product, the design on the front looked great, the back design looked great, and I had this awesome design going across over here. But what sucked was the screen printer didn't inform me that there was a side seam. Well, guess who still had to pay for that? I did. That was such a terrible experience, and I don't want any of you guys to go through that. And so that's why we pair you with your own personal branding rep, is because we want to get to know you, your business, your consumer, and we want to provide you the best quality garments and steer you towards the right direction and put together a game plan to also fit your budget. So, second strategy, game plan a calendar year. As mentioned before, we aren't your traditional screen printers, your order takers. We want to help you successfully sell merch year round. Typically, there's 4 seasons in a calendar year. You should be able to at least double that. And let me show you how. Here's an example of a CrossFit gym. There's 4 seasons, as I mentioned before. You have your spring, summer, fall, and winter. But when you break it down even further, when we get to know you, your industry, and your business, we also know that there are certain events that's held year round. For example, CrossFit Open, that happens in February, Murph, which happens on Memorial Day. And that's what we have envisioned for you. And the game plan here is to do special releases and drops just like Nike, Supreme, and any other big streetwear big brand. If you take a look at fashion now, there's always something that is coming out, not only every season, but every 4 to 6 weeks. And we could implement that same strategy to your business. Which then takes us to our third strategy, design. So before I share with you guys our design strategy, if you guys could do us a solid, we're trying to get to 1,000 subs. If you guys could go ahead and subscribe to our channel so that you can learn more about streamlining your apparel process, the latest styles, trends, and brands as well. So for our design strategy, this is where you get to collaborate with us. For the gyms and schools, because this has been our niche and industry for so long, we have a library of designs that you could go ahead and pick and choose from. These are all free when you go ahead and work with us. This way, all you guys have to do is go ahead and pick. All right, so for all you influencers and creators out there, whether you have a graphic artist or if you have a design in mind, we're gonna go ahead and collaborate so that we could go ahead and plan your next big drop. And finally, the fourth and final strategy is the 1P pop-up shop. This isn't like Teespring or Printful. The reason why we call it a pop-up shop is because it's up for a limited amount of time and then it's gone. This strategy brings it all together, right? It's a personalized store that you go ahead and share with your community. It's literally like ordering from Amazon. So once we finalize the design, we actually set up the store for you, and all we need for you to do is to promote it on your social media and all your different channels, because the name of the game is pre-orders. When they know that they only have 7 days to order your special drop or your special release, that's what brings it all together. So it's not a set it and forget it. You get to actually be a part of your community, showcase what you have, showcase what you're trying to sell and or promote, and then from there, it's gonna be that easy. I bet you must be thinking now, Roy, who's gonna be shipping all these garments? We do offer 2 different types, drop shipping and fulfillment. One, typically with the gyms and the schools that we've worked with, we print all the garments all at once and then we just ship it out to them. Whether it's their coaches or their admin, they are gonna go ahead and sort it and then pass them out. And for the influencers, most likely you're gonna go ahead and pick the drop shipping options just because your fans are nationwide, and trust me, you don't want to pack them and fold them, ship them yourself. So have us go ahead and do it, which is gonna save you guys a lot of time. So you're probably now wondering, Roy, what's all this gonna cost? Is there extra costs or extra fees to go ahead and run the store? No, this is actually part of our service and it is all free. So the next step, guys, just book a call with us. We want to get to know who you are, answer any additional questions that you may have.
I'm gonna make that call now.
All right, guys, so just to go ahead and recap about 1P services. 1, we pair you with your own personal branding rep. 2, setting up a calendar year so that we could set up drops throughout the year. 3, setting up a design. And obviously 4, bringing that all together with the 1P pop-up shop. So again, we're only doing pre-orders, less headache on you and more sales on your end. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope that you gained some knowledge here. Please stay tuned for our next other videos, or watch our other videos right over here as we talk more merch, more strategies for you and for your brands. As always, don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, guys.